While the Halloween season is just a week away, Gabby Ballou has some ways tonight for you and the kids to stay safe.
There's never a time during the year that anyone wants to lose anybody, and especially to something that was preventable, but especially the holidays.
Captain C.J. Beck is the captain for the Community Police Division at the West Monroe Police Department. He says there are many ways for drivers to be safe during the holidays, including limiting distractions, slowing down, staying hyper-aware of your surroundings, and not driving while impaired.
It's a lifelong misery to live with hurting someone or being a family of someone who got hurt. And we can prevent those things if everybody just does what they're supposed to do.
Beck says ways for parents to keep their children safe while trick-or-treating is for them to make sure their costumes are well lit with glow sticks or bright colors, wearing a mask that doesn't obstruct their vision, and making sure kids are not tripping over their costumes.
So if we have both of those dynamics happen at the same time, where drivers are driving like they can't see, so they're going to slow down and pay more attention, and parents being more intentional about lighting up so they can be visible and seen, we're going to have a much safer time.
Beck also says there are controlled events like trunk or treats in the area that are ideal for those looking for a safer environment.
There's sponsored events from either churches or schools or even just big family gatherings, and so more people know each other there. It's usually off the roadway, so you're not dealing with traffic.
One local nursing home in Monroe already had their trunk or treat this year, and it went off without a hitch. Tara Fields with Delta Grand Skilled Nursing says they kept their event safe.
The vehicles are parked, and of course you have moms and dads and all kinds of staff members, especially at our nursing home. Lots of adults there.
For more information on safety tips and other Halloween activities going on around the Arklamas, visit our website at knoe.com. In Ouachita Parish, I'm Gabby Ballou with KNOE 8 News.